People of the verse, hello and welcome back to the channel. This is the Eradicator, and in today's video we are going to talk about the EvoKaty patches, the patch note for Star Citizen Alpha 3.10, which is out, and this is great news. Looks like we are on time, which is very fantastic. There's a lot of things to talk about, obviously, right? It's a new patch, the first patch of a new patch, lots of patch. I'm gonna say patch a lot today. And so, let's have a look at first the testing focused ship flights in and out of atmosphere, something that we've seen on a recurrent fashion inside Star Citizen. They are testing it as of right now. They've updated the building blocks for UI for all flyable ships. Also something that is definitely needed, high-speed combat changes and turret gameplay. A lot of issues, well, a lot and another lot at the same time. Let's go over them. Some of them are really funny. Let's do the funny ones first. So there's an epilepsy warning. So if you are epileptic, don't do the don't be an EvoKaty, because the player screen can appear to flip rapidly whilst quantum traveling to surface locations. Also, player may be killed when living through Area 18 restricted area tunnel from the spaceport, so don't go to Area 18 basically. Multiple shop doors will not open around Area 18 providing access. Looks like Area 18 has always been a big problem, by the way, in EvoKaties. Not a surprise that once again they're having unique problems at Area 18. There are naked AI in multiple areas of the PU. Finally, especially, you know, in Area 18, we've seen lots of male AIs doing things that we don't want to see in the verse. Now they're naked, you know, it was only a matter of time. Not surprised there. Legally landed ships may be impounded. Well, there's a new impound system, so of course this has got to be bugged as well. The Lorville bartender goes missing following a client relaunch. So that means for some people it's missing, but for some people it's not missing. Interesting. Both shipping facility SPMC14 and SPMC3 on Calliope are missing quantum travel markers. I really wonder if they're also missing their commodities there, because we can't buy anything apart from medical supplies. There is no atmosphere in Port Olisar's Casaba outlet shop. Well, if you want to shop there, well, right now, I think it's the only place where you can buy water in Port Olisar, so that is a problem indeed. AI NPCs will stand on seats in various locations. No, really? This hasn't been fixed. The multi-tool in Klesha Prison Commissary does not come with the orbit manning attachment. Changing the operating language system while in-game leads to interaction mode not working. Who does that? Player may get stuck on the loading screen when leaving prison or respawning. This is also a long recurring bug here that's been here for quite some time. All map markers are offset from planet surfaces. This is also very annoying. I really hope that this is going to be fixed, especially, you know, when we're doing bounty hunting missions. This is very useful to know where exactly our bounties are. So if we can't really identify where they are, then yeah, that's really a big issue in my opinion. The free look does not always work properly in turrets. Reliant turrets are HUD is not visible. Turret ignore power settings. Okay, I suppose that's one of those cool bugs, I suppose, right? Players may fall out of turrets and clip through geometry when exiting them with a female model. So the workaround is to play with a male model, not a female model, I suppose. Purchasing a plushie from the shop will currently send it into the void and not into your inventory. I like how they say into the void, very artistic sounding here. And turret projectiles and fixed weapons is slightly desynced, so hits may appear not to register. Anyway, I'm not, it's a little bit longer than that, but I'm not giving all the different lines because it would just take forever. I have to make a selection, of course, but I'll put the link in the description down below if you want to check it out in the Star Citizen Leaks Discord channel, which is where it is provided. Characters here, Mobiglass variants. They are adding the initial implementation of the Mobiglass variants, which give the players the ability to switch out their Mobiglass for another one with various colors. So you can have a red Mobiglass if you want, apparently. Players will be able to purchase these in games at the new Factory Land shop in New Babbage on Mercotech. AI. Now, this is very interesting because, as far as I'm concerned, I have done a lot of FPS combat missions. You have seen that in the channel many times. And here they're saying cover usage V1, expanding the tactic selection for the NPC human combat to analyze the environment and detect, in absence of cool cover, possible positions where they can engage enemies without being fully exposed to them. This includes objects such as small crates, which could potentially provide partial cover. Is it not already the case? I've done a lot of FPS combat missions, or sometimes just fighting NPCs to get rid of a crime stat at Hurston Security Post Depot, for example, as Hurston Security Post, sorry, and they're already doing that. So I don't understand what's wrong here. I guess I will have to figure it out when I play for myself. Gameplay, they've added a couple of things here. Body dragging is finally here. Jerk here. Now, we all know what body dragging is because they've been talking about this for quite some time. However, jerk is something that I'm not so sure. So let's read this out here. This is a core change to how ships move. Both in space and in atmosphere, that makes them much smoother and feel more weighty. Okay, that's great. Jerk is a measure how quickly the ship's acceleration changes, and previously it was infinite. Now it's a finite quantity. That means thrusters do not respond immediately to changes in acceleration. Expect weightier feeling in ships, but with similar levels of maneuverability. Okay, well, this is probably going to make it more difficult to fly heavy ships in atmosphere, I suppose. Will be interesting to test how it feels when we are flying a Starfarer. Yeah, they've also added aerodynamics and high-speed combat. Let's read high-speed combat here. Ship systems will now suffer the consequences of traveling at high speeds, restricting some of the options that players will have at maximum velocity that will push players into engagement at lower speeds. It's already the case. When flying above SCM speeds, weapon accuracy, gimbal assist speed, and missile lock will be greatly negatively affected. While you are still able to lock into the target of a missile above the SCM, missile firing can now only occur while flying below the SCM speed. Okay, fair enough. I've also added the P72 skin and ship paints into Game Shop. Okay, so we'll be able to buy ship paints into Game Shop. That will be interesting to figure. I suppose that these will be available at the regular ship shops, like New Deal, for example, at Lorville. They also added the initial implementation of game purchasable ship paints to Shop in the Verse. These are purchased with in-game's Alpha UEC from Dumpers Depot. Oh, I was wrong. Dumpers Depot, Omega Pro shops, and can be applied using the ship loadout manager in your baby glass. The first release will only have shops sell the Invictus 2950 paints for a small selection of ships. That's okay. It's first iteration. That's totally fine. The weapons here, all of the electron weapons have been added here. The sniper rifle, the pistol, as well as the Gemini C54 ballistic small machine gun. Easy to handle and a beauty to behold with its purple ascended styling. The C54 is a sleek and precisely balanced small machine gun, submachine gun for Gemini. Its light power polymer frame and ergonomic design makes it ideal for close quarters engagement. The C54 is capable of firing 10mm round of full auto to provide maximum support and target saturation to ensure any engagement ends quick. Alright, I'll be checking it out. I'll be making a comparison with the F55. The F55, you know, guys, is my weapons of choice, also from Gemini. But the problem with the F55 is that it has a very big recoil, which is really annoying. So you always constantly have to play with your mouse, and as a result, if you are not used to playing with the F55, it cannot always be very accurate. If you want to have a nice headshot, it's not always easy. Let's see. We are going to see if the C54 is going to be any better. That's not all. That's all. This Star Citizen Alpha 3.10 is the gift that keeps on giving. Night and day temperature changes on planet as well. So apparently, temperatures are going to change between night and... I thought that it was already the case. Something that I have experienced multiple times, but maybe it was just an impression, I suppose. Locations, a couple of locations here. Grimex V2 updates here have been done with new utilitarian hangars accessible by the main hub. 2 large and 1 extra large to allow larger ships to land. Oh my goodness, does it mean 890 jumps and Carracks will be able to land there? That would be great. High-tech hangars, also full replacement for the hangars at New Babbage available right now, as well as the new shops. Planets D-Drop, they've also increased the height maps, so we'll also be able to see some improvements here with how planets are going to look like. Planet redrop of landing zones as well. The ocean shader is also here too. Gameplay, lots of gameplay here. Ship HUD rework has also been done. Turret usability improvements. Turrets now have a fixed assist system using weapon conventions to nudge weapons towards the target, while still rewarding precise aim and area targeting. In addition, we added a modifier to how much acceleration of a target is taken into account for pip prediction. We now have the pip purely on the velocity, which gives us more stable firing solution and decreases the effects network jitter and jerking behavior. I'm all for that. I've been doing some gameplay yesterday with some buddies on the Twitch channel, and we took a Karak. The Karak was fully armed with all turrets were firing. I was also in the turret too, and it took us forever to kill NPCs. So hopefully it's going to be a little bit more effective with those changes. Prisons V2, oh my goodness, Prisons V updated commissary vending machines and items, as well as the NPC AI guards behavior. They've also added missions to repair broken oxygen dispensers for merits. Cool. These missions will trigger periodically as oxygen kegs in the prison caves will break over time and signal that they are in need of repairs. When the player accepts and completes the mission, they will be rewarded with merit. All right, so we can be a handyman in prison. Cool. I'll be definitely trying that. I've been going to prison for a few times in the PU, mostly because of friendly fire. There's a zero tolerance towards friendly fire in the PU, so next time it happens, I'll definitely go there. Score kills in Star Marine has been doubled to 200. Increased score kill limit for elimination to 5,000, up from 3,000, to adjust the score to REC conversion due to these changes. Okay. Ships and vehicles, variable armor values have been returned to ships. A couple of variations to ship. Ship designed to take punishment will now have slightly higher damage resistance, like the Cutlass Blue. Fantastic. Intel fuel intakes no longer falls off randomly when the Sing engine detachments. Okay, whatever that means, I have no idea. Caterpillar quality of life update. Okay, so the weapon was changed from 4 times size 2 with size 1 installed to 2 times size 3. Okay, so oh yeah, remember. These are the fixed weapons in front of the Caterpillar when we are fighting. So this used to be size 2, but now we have 2 times size 3. I don't know how this is going to, if this is a good thing or not. We'll probably have to try one more time. Turrets also change from 2 times size 4 to 2 times size 4. So 2 times size 4 man to 2 times size 4 man. Well, it's the same. There's no change here. And 1 times size 3 for the remote. All right, we're gonna have so if anybody has a Caterpillar here, please explain to me. It's funny because I do have Caterpillar, but I don't really understand what these updates are. Anyway, no big deal here at all. Oh, the Xi'an School also, the Xi'an Scout also has an update here. They've updated flight performance, weapon hard points increase from size 3 to size 4. Okay, now finally, if we are getting size 4 here for the Xi'an Scout, that means that it is going to be more effective. That Xi'an Scout was quite underpowered. If it is a little bit more effective now, I'm all for that as well. They increased the ship call distance to help with ship visually popping in and out from a distance. Good. That means they're going to be more. They're going to be better visible from afar. Major bug fixes here. A couple of major bug fixes, as they are calling them. The glass in the air view hangar. Well, we don't care about the hangars. They fixed Mustangs being able to equip size 2 quantum drives. Fixed audio elements in character clusters, so it should no longer be excessively loud to players inside the ship. Oh, that was cool. No, why did you do that? That's not a major bug. AI should no longer regularly go into a relaxed aim stance during combat. Yes, we've seen that with the NPCs. And fixed ADS position on FPS weapons can be centered so that the crosshairs line up with bullet firing. Okay, 1 client crash, and that's pretty much it. Good luck to all the EvoKatis out there. Your hard work is really important for the rest of us. We are expecting, hopefully, the patch to be live, probably live in the wider PTU. It's the 13th. Probably, I would say. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to wave 1 by maybe Monday 22nd, so we can have like a week of PTU with maybe a release on Friday 26th or Monday 29th at the latest. We'll see. We'll see if they want to make it, of course, come on time, or if it's going to be late. You know, it's always one of the things, right, with those PTUs. They always take a little bit too much time sometimes. Well, whatever time is required, of course. Anyway, that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to hit those like button and those subscribe buttons. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.